What's up, YouTube? I'm here with my 2003 Ford F-150 Harley Davidson, and I have an issue with her. It's been going on for about 4 months, and I've been going to the forums. I've been asking mechanics, and I've had a mechanic of my own look at it. So here's how it started. Driving around one day doing errands, parked the truck while it was running, ran inside to do the errand that I had to do, and came back into the truck as it's running, put my foot on the brake to shift it into gear, and all of a sudden the RPM started going, and it just could not find idle anymore. And unfortunately, I couldn't drive it like that. It just kept going room, room, like it was running out of fuel, like it didn't have fuel, but I had over half a tank of fuel. Couldn't figure it out in the parking lot, so I eventually had to call roadside assistance, have it towed. Got it back home. One guy said, well, it sounds like your idle air control mechanism went out. Another person said, well, maybe it's your fuel pump. Did the what do you call it, crankshaft sensor, did the throttle body control switch. So I'll show you what we replaced here. We replaced this, bunch of vacuum lines were kind of broken and needed fixing, so did a bunch of little vacuum lines. Checked these mechanisms with the vacuum lines. My booster, I didn't know if it was a vacuum issue or what. Checked the fuses, checked the relays. All the relays seem to be working properly, and I say seemed to be working properly, and that's a big key word here. Did a new fuel filter. I thought maybe the fuel filter got clogged, was causing that. That was actually the first thing I did. And then my mechanic was like, I don't know what's going on. Let's try replacing the fuel pump. And I was like, okay, well, the truck's 21 years. What is this? It's a 2003. So it's 21 years old. So we did a new fuel pump, and it's a double pump system because it's the 5.4 V8 supercharged. And here's what it was due. After I got it towed, it wouldn't even run. It would just start up and shut off. I'm going to show you exactly what it was doing. Just like that. Every time. And I could sit here and do this over and over again with you guys, but I'm not going to drag out the video. It's going to be a kind of short and sweet, quick video. But I even thought maybe it was a fuel related issue, meaning the fuel was bad and it was just, it would start up but it wouldn't run. Service engine soon light, that does not stay on. So when we hooked up the computer, there was no codes to read. The truck literally doesn't know what was wrong with itself. So after doing some digging, there was one video I came across on YouTube about relays being not communicating properly with each other. And the guy had rigged it. And if you see this here, I decided to try it myself. I rigged two, because unfortunately you need two specific relays here. You'll see there's a wedge in that one, and there's a plastic one in here, another wedge that I put in. So on these Harley Davidsons, the 03, there's a fuel pump relay here and the fuel pump relay high-low over here for the supercharged motors. So if I pull this one, and we put it in. Well, gotta find the right position here. Well, I had it right the first time. Okay. Then we put this other one. Oh, I got it. This one's a pain in the ass to pull out. get it later. I'll put this one in here like this. I'm going to start her up. Oh, of course it did that on camera. The wedge. I'm sure the wedge is loose. Yeah, this one. See, the wedge has to be making contact, and this one's loose. So I have to, if I'm going to do this permanently until I figure out why the truck is doing it, because something's not telling these relays to stay on, and I really don't know what it is. I had the PCM sent out. They did a check on it. They said it was operating properly. Then they sent it back to me. There we go. And yes, this truck has 342,000 original miles. I put the majority of those miles on. I bought this truck from the lot in the end of 2002, and it only had about 7 or 10 miles on it when I bought it. Done all the maintenance myself. There you have it. 2 faulty relays. And let me tell you, when you're pulling your hair trying to figure out what is wrong with a vehicle for 4 months, you come outside, you start it, you try to figure out, okay, what's going on with this, what's going on with that, let me check that relay, let me check this fuse. Why is the fuel pump not running while it runs when you start it up, but then it shuts off right after it starts up? You really want to pull your hair out. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm hoping that it'll help somebody here who's having the same issue before some mechanic takes a hold of it and they start dumping parts into it and saying, oh, we did the injectors and we did the spark plugs and we did the fuel pump and we did the this, that, whatever, and we still don't know what's wrong with it, but you owe us, $1,500. I'm trying to help somebody avoid all that. I want to figure out what is causing these two not to stay on after startup. But for now, this works. And for now, I can drive the truck and keep it going because it has plenty of life left in it. I'm not going to let this truck sit. I use it now, once in a while for taking it to the store or whatever, because, I do know that it's getting up there in mileage, and I'm trying to keep up with the little problems it has. I just had all the oil leaks fixed, new oil cooler put in. I might be able to show you guys. Let me see if I can get under here without a jack. New shocks, new bushings. There's the new oil cooler, oil filter. And you can see it's pretty dry now. It was a little wet before because we had such a bad oil leak, but now she's doing good. The only other major maintenance thing that I want to do on this truck is the rear end differential. Needs to be cleaned up and redone, maybe new seals in it and everything. But man, I'm just relieved to be making this video because I was pulling my hair for a while and frustrated as hell. It was hard for me to get my mechanic over here to help me out. But if you guys like this content, if you have any input, let's say why this is going on, let me know. Put it in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. Like I said, I've been on the forums for the 5.4 supercharged Harley Davidson trucks, and people are like, oh, just hook up a computer to it and it'll tell you what's up. And that's not what's going on. The one time my mechanic did put his laptop on it, the computer was telling us, fuel system relay fault, and then it said possible relay failure or possible PCM fault, PCM failure. So that's why I also had the computer sent out. I pulled the bolt, pulled the wire harness, took the PCM out, sent it to a company up in Chicago, I believe, and they're like, oh, we put it on the tester for 20 minutes and it was operating all the systems properly. I'm like, really? So I don't know what's going on. If you guys know what I could look at, what would be causing this problem, and no, there's no mice that have chewed any wires. I think somebody also suggested maybe there's a ground or a wire that's been chewed that, you know, maybe a rodent did and it's causing this thing. I don't see it, but who knows? Maybe it's something buried that I don't see. But like I said, if you know what it is or have an idea, put it in the comments. I'll take a look and I'll like your comment. And thanks for watching. That's it for today. Take care of your trucks and cars. They'll run forever if you take care of them. See you on the next one.